the 4 most common blood pressure medications that are prescribed, and one thing that almost is never prescribed in this video you're going to find out. So let's go over the medications first. Number 1 is a thiazide diuretic. Number 2 is an ACE inhibitor. Number 3 are ARBs. By the way, an ACE inhibitor is an angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor, whereas an ARB is an angiotensin receptor blocker. They both kind of work the same way, but different mechanisms. And the 4th drug that's commonly prescribed for high blood pressure is a calcium channel blocker. Now, the main thing that you want to take away from this is all these drugs, these 4 drugs that I mentioned, work in different ways to lower blood pressure. And very often, a doctor will usually start out with a diuretic, and that does not usually have long-term effects. So usually then you end up taking another one, and it really is an experimentation to see what works best for the individual, the combination. Very often when I see patients, we get a list of all their drugs, and most of them are on all 4. Most of them are on all 4, to be honest. But I'm gonna say 3 is the magic number. A lot of people are on 3 different drugs, some people are on 2 different drugs. It's rare to see someone on only 1 drug for high blood pressure. Usually that's a person where they have kind of a low grade high blood pressure. It's not super high, but they're lucky enough, they're healthy enough, they're young enough that only 1 medication is working for them at this point. So those are the 4 medications, but what's the one thing that nobody talks about when they go to their doctor is, what is the diet that I'm supposed to follow that would help me lower my blood pressure naturally? And this is the $1 million question, because there is potentially more than one diet that can lower your blood pressure. And the reason why I say this is because if we were to choose a vegan diet, a vegetarian diet, a Mediterranean diet, a ketogenic diet, a carnivore diet, all these diets claim that they can lower blood pressure. Now, it depends on the individual what's going to work best for them. However, the main thing about changing your diet that all these diets have in common is that you're probably going to limit yourself from eating processed foods. The more processed the food is, the less healthy the food is going to become by the time it enters your mouth. So if you take someone who's eating fast food 3 times a day and convert them to a vegan diet or a carnivore diet, which are polar opposite types of diets, in both cases they are probably going to help their own blood pressure simply because they're not eating those processed foods anymore. Now, some people are going to thrive off a vegan diet, and some people are going to thrive off a ketogenic diet. And it really takes some experimentation to see what would work best on you. However, I can say that if you take a bad diet and convert to any other diet other than that bad diet, you're gonna lower your blood pressure. I have found through research that the one that has the most backing by science is the Mediterranean diet. And I will put some videos on the side here at the end of the video that you can look at to get some recipes maybe that you can start trying to do that for yourself and experiment and see what works best on you. Now, taking supplements can also help as well. So today's sponsor is Magnesium Breakthrough. It's a company called Bioptimizers, and their magnesium supplement is really unique because it has 7 different types of magnesium in it. I personally take 2 tablets at nighttime, just as if someone was going to take a blood pressure medication, and it helps me lower my blood pressure naturally. It helps me sleep better. It helps me relax. It helps my muscle recovery after a workout. So a magnesium supplement is vital if you're going to become a healthy person, because it's just difficult to get enough magnesium in our body through food. It's possible, but you really have to work at it. So on times when maybe your diet isn't perfect, you can take a magnesium supplement. But even if your diet is perfect, you're going to be still hard pressed to get enough magnesium. So I'll put a link down below in the description with the discount code if you want to see the magnesium supplement that I take. And watch these videos at the end, because they'll get you started in helping you lower your own blood pressure naturally.